Hello and welcome to Railway Empire, where today we are going to look at this connection bonus. So on occasions we will be offered, I guess by the government, a connection bonus for connecting either a town or a service to our railway network. So that's what we're going to do. So hello Mia, you're with us too?
Yes, I've been sitting here in the background, and for the amusement of the viewers, may I point out that we had to restart this episode because you initially said, hello and welcome to Railway Engineer.
I did. Now, before we get into that, I just want to point out one thing. Now, I had made a bit of a cock-up. For the beady-eyed amongst you, I don't know if anyone's spotted, but I had put all of my my signals the wrong way around. So when Mia asked me in the last episode, what's the consequence of placing signals the wrong way around? And I said, well, either your trains don't run or the signals are ineffective. I had these signals so that the yellow arrow was pointing away from the train station, which made them ineffective. And to make it so that trains sharing a platform can come in and another one will just wait at the signal, you need to have these pointing it in the direction that the train is travelling. So I've been round and I've corrected the signals that I had in that were the wrong way. And that's important because we're going to use an awful lot of those in here. Now I'm going to leave it on paused while we just put some infrastructure in because the connection bonuses don't hang around for very long. So, to get that connected, we're going to want to connect quite a lot of goods around here. So instead of just connecting the hill cattle to the network, we want to connect the hill cattle farm to a warehouse. So we're going to look at warehouses today. Now, let's see. We haven't got enough money to do this. So what I'm going to do first is take out a loan. And it's going to have to be a fairly big loan because we're going to want to put a lot of stuff down. So we'll go for $500,000.
This won't have any horrible consequences that'll come back to bite us later, are they?
It can do. By taking out a loan, apart from the fact that we have to pay interest and we have to pay that loan back, it devalues our company, which means that the competitors can afford our shares. And if we're in a delicate situation, that could put us in a position where the competitors can buy us out. But at this stage in the game, that shouldn't be a problem. Right. Now, these two here, I think we can service with a single station, but probably not an ordinary one. We might need a large station. Yes, we do. Okay.
That is quite a large station. Are they going to get all 4 tracks?
No, we'll only use one track to ship the goods. So one train will run and pick up from both premises. We could set it so that, I mean, if we needed it, if we needed more goods coming from both of those farms, then we could run 4 trains. That's unlikely. Now, I'm just looking, if we put that there, where am I going to put the warehouse? I think we'll place this about here. I just want to plan this in. The warehouse looks like this. And I think I want to connect the warehouse to this track here. So I'll probably take that track on the outside of this farm. So if we had the warehouse maybe up here, it's quite good if you can get your warehouse close to your main station, but we want this warehouse to supply all 3, so maybe up here. Right, let's get the farms in first.
So basically, we just built a $200,000 train station in the middle of nowhere, which will have 4 railway tracks that are going completely unused.
Yeah. Now.
Capitalism, everybody.
The warehouse. I think we shall just twist it a little. And about here.
The station is called Hill Cattle.
It's named after one of the farms.
Oh.
Okay. So the warehouse, we are going to want to connect one of these 4 to here, one of the 4 down there, one of the 4 up there. One of the 4 will go to Chicago, one of the 4 will go here, and another one will go up there. So I think we can take bottom and bottom over here. Now you notice that I'm not at the moment worried about extending my tracks. That might prove to be a mistake.
What is going to grow out here? Do the farms grow?
No, well they do, but...
Being about growing farms, you just ploughed right through that cattle fence.
Yeah. That is exactly the point, is that if the farms do grow, you can just build straight over them.
So what's the problem then?
Let's see. Now, this still doesn't count as connected, so our next connection needs to be from St. Louis up to the warehouse, and then that should consider the farmhouse connected. And I think we shall take it into the second one.
Now we're ploughing right through them.
Yeah, it won't allow us to do that, but we can just bring
Would it
that
be
up
wiser to lead the tracks past Hill Cattle Station instead? Follow the S curve and...
We could bring it through and use one of the platforms, but that would take that platform out of service.
Oh.
And platforms are a rare commodity. So it's always worth, if you can avoid it, not connecting to platforms where you don't need to.
Well, I just thought if you're worried about
impeding
the expansion efforts of those cows, referring to the actual cows, not the owners of the farm, it would be wisest to just place all your conglomeration efforts and walls made out of railway tracks. I was going with an analogy at some point. Closer together. But, you know, you're the expert, apparently.
Now we're going to connect everything up here to the top side of the warehouse.
Did we get our bonus? Oh, yeah, we did.
Yes, we did.
Oh, nice. Can we start paying back our debt?
Not yet. I'm going to just extend this one track out. Every time we extend a track, it deforms the terrain. So I want to make sure that this track, this platform, that we're not actually planning on using, is available if we need it. Because I want to connect that one up to Rock Island. Now, how's Rock Island looking as a station? Do we need to expand it? We probably do.
It looks like it would be handy if that one track would be coming over to the other empty rail.
Well, Rock Island probably needs a bigger station anyway, because we're going to want to connect out to some of these at some point. So let's look at this. Right. Now, to expand Rock Island, it's going to cost us another 100,000. And I do want to expand these tracks.
Ew. I think you selected the wrong one.
Think I did. Okay, try again. Try again. There we are. Okay, there we go. So we'll pull that out a good way.
I just realised there aren't even an island, and there are no rocks around. I feel cheated.
I have no idea why Rock Island is called Rock Island. If any of the viewers know, maybe you could tell us in the comments.
Maybe the model is not up to scale, and there's actually a small lake somewhere in the middle with an island made out of rocks there.
Maybe.
But I'd rather be ignorant to make my joke work better.
Right, let's put some signals in. So facing towards the train station.
That is the right way around this time.
That is the right way around, yeah.
Just making sure.
There we go. So we can now connect Rock Island. Going back to the warehouse. Let's just get rid of the tooltip. We are running a little low on cash. Let's see how much it's gonna cost us, because I would like to extend the tracks out the warehouse as well.
Well, if we're running low on cash and we'll have to let the timer run for a while anyway, wouldn't it be wise to, instead of investing into railway tracks, to just set up a train that connects the warehouse with the farm so it can start filling up while we inevitably have to let the time run?
We could certainly do that. Let's just see. I'm just looking to see how much we're talking about. So
£80,000. Dollars. American lunch fund bucks. I don't know.
Do we have any goods over this side? Maybe we'll want to bring this one into the warehouse?
But what? Why are we connecting to a train station of the competitors?
Not the train station, the farm.
Oh, never mind.
We may wish to. I was just working out which platform I want to connect. That's very cheap. We can get a line into Chicago. Make sure I've got that connected.
Oh, Chicago has a meat industry, so I guess the cattle will be used well there.
Absolutely.
Well, not in the cattle's eyes.
Okay, yeah, so we'll get those connected up first. We'll worry about connecting the others once we've got a bit of cash.
Correctly, we don't have enough cash to supply both of those with trains now.
As long as we'll get the hill cattle connecting to the warehouse first, so that it starts stocking up. Okay, right. So we want to put a supply tower in.
That always baffled me. I'd assume that there is a supply tower at the actual train station.
So we want to go warehouse, hill cattle, and we shall add a locomotive onto there, and we'll stick with the Baldwin because there's
tracks are not very hilly in the area.
Exactly. Right. Now we'll allow it to run a little while. The thing that we need to get set up next is actually a maintenance depot at the warehouse for the trains that are going to be running in and out, and
yeah, makes sense.
So that's going to take 80,000.
It looks so sad how that one train pulls into such a large station and then has nothing to do.
Oh, just remember there's something that I haven't done. Right, to make the warehouse work, we need to tell the warehouse what they can store, so they can store cattle
and fruit.
And fruit.
That explains why the train just left with nothing attached to it.
There's the fruit.
Shouldn't we do something about that so that the train only departs when it's full?
Yep, I'm gonna set that up in just a moment. So fruit, cattle, We shall put clay in there as well. Concrete, if that is an option for us yet.
What about the wood that you wanted to connect in the future?
Yeah, we're going to connect logs. Put that in. That will do for the moment. The warehouse can store a maximum of all of those things. Right. So to stop the train from running when it's empty, what we can do, oops, wrong one, is we go to the rail line and we say we want it to wait at Hill Cattle. We want it to wait there really until it's completely full.
Lovely.
Okay, so we'll continue this journey.
Well, we can hardly take it off the tracks and pull it around now, can we?
Indeed. So while it's doing that, yeah, no suitable freight. And that's because we didn't have anything it was allowed to drop. But now it will run as long as one farm or the other has got some goods for it to take. It will drop it off. Now, something else I also like to do. Oh, don't want that. Let's pick up the train again. When I'm running a train that is just freight only, I like to change this to tell it that it is freight only.
So we'll never allow any of the people working on those farms to use our railway line.
Absolutely not. You may
Can't
not
have
use
freeloaders around here.
Indeed.
If they want to come through, they'll have to disguise as a cow or as a very large pear.
So at the warehouse now, we
I like to drink wine more than I used to. Anyway, I'm drinking more.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for letting us know that. We've got 8 cows now at the warehouse. Those cows shall wait there until we can start shipping them out.
Well, we would have enough money for another train that connects the warehouse with Chicago, but you're waiting for a maintenance
Yeah, gonna
depot.
get the warehouse maintenance first.
I'm thinking too far ahead of myself.
And we're nearly there. Now, this train isn't making us any money. It will only lose us money. Because we're not making any money out of these cows. We're just storing them in our warehouse. There we go. So there's the cash we need for the warehouse. Stick a maintenance building there. And that'll take care of that train.
Could it be that because the train station is named after the cattle farm, that he mostly just takes cattle? Because I feel he's only been transporting cows so far.
What we can do to help with that is, if we go to the warehouse, we can reduce this down and say only fill it with, oops.
No cows. No cows allowed here.
Yeah, we could say keep it
Hold
down
on,
to
he currently
20.
has more than just 4 cows on board. What happens with the surplus?
You're right, I had better.
Keep it up. Don't listen to my weird ramblings. Just keep it all up at 90 so we can make sure that nothing bad ever happens to the cows or something.
Okay, what's our train doing? Yep, he's on his way back. Very good. Oh, we have another connection bonus. Where's that? Let me just see.
Looks far away.
Yeah, we're not. We're not going to worry about that one.
How much do they give us for the connection? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, new industry. That'd be 186,000 if we were to put a new industry in Louisville.
No, thank you. We're happy here with our rocks and chicks and Lewis. I hope Lewis is not banging the rocks and the chicks together.
Now, how much? Oh, we've got some research we can be doing. Make maintenance faster or increase power. I think we'll increase the power.
We have to go with the horn. But the horn?
Oh, reduce. Yes. We want them all.
I mean, yes, but we want to make our presence known first. That's how you intimidate your competitors.
By sounding your horn at them.
Yes, very loudly, preferably while they're standing very close. Unexpectedly. Like, imagine they're sleeping in their bed, and we pull up our train underneath the bed and honk the horn. They won't expect that, and it'll intimidate them.
Indeed.
It's far more hygienic than leaving animal appendages or heads in there.
True. Right, let's get another rail line set up, and this time it will be from St. Louis to the warehouse.
But I thought Chicago needs the cows.
St. Louis, I thought, also has a meat industry,
Oh,
so
yeah, it does.
everybody needs the cows.
Ah, fine then. Is this the meat triangle you're building up here?
Sorry?
Is this a meat triangle that you're building up here?
Yes, it is. Right,
Bit
freight
concerning.
only. And this time we want the train to wait at the warehouse, but I'm not going to say wait there forever. Just make sure you're carrying at least half a load. Because it could be that we are desperate for some goods to St. Louis.
We've got a random breakdown.
Yeah, you get those.
Does that mean we have to now pull out the safety train and make it run ahead of it?
I think it means that the engineers are out on the track trying to fix the train.
Oh, those poor souls.
Now, for our next...
Spies?
Spies, yeah, there are spies. Now we want Chicago to the warehouse. And again, this will be freight only. And we want it to wait at the warehouse until it's got half a load. And I might tinker with that. If we start getting problems somewhere, I'd let it run with less of a load.
I'm starting to understand now why none of the trains are bringing fruit to the warehouse. Nobody wants those.
Yeah, if there's less of a demand, then it will pick up the product that has the higher demand. How is the fruit looking?
Mouldy, I guess.
Yes, it is producing. I just wanted to make sure it was actually producing something so that it was possible. Oh, we have another connection bonus. Let's just see where that is. Is that
Probably on the other side of the continent.
Colombia? Now, it would
We
be
only
very
have
easy to
25,000.
get distracted with that, but gotta think about our task list because we've got to get up to 50,000 in Nashville and we still haven't connected Nashville. Oh, and when was the... We've got till the end of 1872. We've got to connect them and get them growing.
I thought you wanted to connect the lumberyard.
I do. I want to connect the lumberyard.
You want to connect everything, basically.
And I want to connect Rock Island. So I'm going to connect these two, and then we shall go down to Nashville and connect Nashville.
All right, Theo.
Okay, so we were looking for about 80,000, but we might be able to bring the costs down quite a lot. And it might be cheaper to run out of the top rather than the bottom. Let's just have a look and see. down to 73 there. See if I can change. There's 64. Down to 62. We could try and shorten this bridge a little by making it more at right angles, but I don't think we're going to get it much cheaper than that. So we'll just let it run and get up to 62. And there's the cash we need. Like it to get a little bit over just in case. Yep. Okay, so now build that.
Now we need to wait, not now we need to wait. Nate?
What? I tell you what I've not done. I don't think I've put a supply tower on the Chicago line.
I don't remember you doing that, yes.
No, I don't.
Again, hoping that there would be a supply tower at the station, but apparently that's a ludicrous idea.
That is not something that happens.
What do you mean that's not something that happens?
And not something you would want to happen either, because then you would be using time at your station. Your platform is one of your rarest commodities. You don't want to take up platform time.
I mean, yes, but you can spare the time at the warehouse. I believe that sounds better than having to put a 30,000 American lunch fund buck supply tower in the middle of nowhere.
Not necessarily, because we have trains sharing platforms here.
Oh well.
So we don't want one train filling up. Oh, we've got a new record. So Balorso's Chiwu hits a new high of 46 miles an hour. Yesterday, railroad company Balorso's Chiwu locomotive set a new record speed. The train was travelling on one of the main connecting lines. The trailblazing record was then toasted with beer and whiskey. We eagerly await when the next record is going to be set. Yet it is slowly being questioned just how much faster a locomotive like that can go. Where progress is going to lead us one day.
Women and children on board, downhill, and with a tailwind?
He seems upset.
He does, doesn't he? And so he should be.
Oh well, thank you.
Okay, so we've got our supply tower on there. I want to check, did I get... Yes, we have stops in Chicago, so Chicago's all properly set up. I haven't put signals... Did I put signals in Rock Island? Yes, I did.
Are they the right way around?
They are. I did check all the signals I'd placed just to make sure I had them all the right way around.
Well done.
Okay. We shall get the supply tower on the Rock Island line. And we've got some more research. Now. We can afford a new train. 49 miles an hour? Oh, yes.
This isn't a locomotive. It's a scrap heap on wheels.
I think
I'm pretty sure he wants to use them himself.
Now, do you see all of these warning signals?
Yeah.
That's telling us that our current express trains are in danger of not being considered an express train anymore because there are other faster locomotives.
People just don't appreciate what they have anymore these days. Speaking about things that I'd appreciate, I think I'd appreciate a train journey. Maybe on the new Rock Island to Warehouse line.
Sure.
As soon as we can afford it.
As soon as we've got a train to go there.
That too.
How much is our new train? 65,000. Yes, so we'll do that. And we'll take a ride on the new train, on the new line, as we get to the end of the episode. We are nearly there. Let's just speed it up a touch.
Now we're going to lose money. Ah, well, maybe not.
Okay, that'll do us. Just check random. Oh, hang on. That's important. Somebody somewhere. Right, the locomotive is running slow because it's missing something. I didn't put... I knew there was somewhere else I needed a supply tower. It was on the line to St. Louis.
Ah.
Never mind. We shall... It'll run slow and we'll do that next episode. But let's get Rock Island to the warehouse setup. Okay, gonna be for freight. And we want it waiting at the warehouse.
I appreciate the housekeeping you're doing, in which you named in which you manage your railway lines.
Well, thank you. We are currently loading.
Well, it doesn't really look like it.
We shouldn't be loading. What are you waiting for? We shouldn't be loading at all. There's nothing goes from Rock Island. Let's see what...
Did you pause the game? You paused
yeah,
the game.
Pause the game. Okay.
Oh, we're going now, I guess. This is the new train, right?
This is our new train.
Very nice.
There's the warehouse. That is the maintenance depot. I think the farm should be on this side. So now we should be seeing cattle. Yes. Look, just see the cows. There they are.
Oh, you can also see them
Oh,
to
look,
the
there
left.
they are. Some kind of longhorn cattle. Cool.
Well, this was definitely enjoyable so far. I hope you've been enjoying it too, speaking to the viewer there.
Yep.
And we'll now slowly fade to black.
We will, but can I
Oh
just
no,
put the...
you
can
just
I just
ruined
put the,
it.
Can I,
I was
just
gonna
put the supply tower
Go
on
toss
this
your
way?
supply tower in there. Goodbye,
now.
I guess.
Bye, everybody.